In Garry's mod, there is a world. There are many worlds that we could visit. But this world is a huge-ass mountain. A big, fecking mountain, in fact. That was not the F word. Trust me, the map really is called that. The size of this mountain kind of scares me. I've seen a lot of big things in Garry's mod. Take that as you will. The bottom line is, the scale of this mountain is astronomical. And we've seen some pretty big maps, including an infinite one. And although this map horizontally isn't all that impressive, it more than makes up for that with its immense verticality. I mean, it looks like the FOV just widens, looking at this thing from the bottom. Now, we're going to spend the next 10 or so minutes of this video climbing this mountain all the way to its peak, but if you don't want to do that, there is a teleporter here that takes you all the way to the top, but I don't want to spoil it, because I don't even know what's going to be on this mountain. It all does start from right here. So as we begin our journey up the mountain, you're going to notice there's not really a whole lot going on. Some bumps, some hills, some trees, and, well, maybe a boulder or two. But the bottom line is, we have a long trek ahead of us, and there's much more to be discovered, so let's go ahead and move on up. It still is just so weird when you just look up the sheer magnitude of how big this mountain is. Now guys, I do just want to also say, there are clouds up there, and I think this mountain goes beyond the cloud barrier. Entering this cave, we can see some pretty neat stuff. But beyond the small cave, we are going to notice that everything does start to open up and the pathway becomes ever slightly more treacherous. Also, look at how high we have already climbed. It's pretty insane because we have really just started. It does get pretty narrow up here, so you want to watch your step. There's some strangely shaped geometry. It probably wouldn't be the best thing to drive a vehicle through, but boy does that view look pretty damn awesome. Now we start to see some pretty interesting architecture here. These rocks are carved in such a way that, well, they almost resemble legs. I don't even really know what to make of it, but yeah, we've really just started. I kid you not, this might be the tallest structure I've ever seen in any Garry's mod map, but this looks incredible. I mean, just look at this. That is so cool. But the journey must continue. There is going to be a pretty steep drop off here, but once we go beyond the bend, we find a rope that we can climb. And climbing this rope is going to take us to the next area. And also just, I mean, look at this. The sheer size from just this rope climb is pretty incredible. Now, it can be a little finicky. It doesn't take too long to climb, thankfully. It's also just really funny hearing the ladder climbing sound when you're climbing, apparently a metal rope. But we must be careful because although these platforms aren't the most sturdy, there lies beyond it a very flimsy rope bridge. Now, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. I am afraid of heights, and in games it usually doesn't bother me, but dang. This is already like higher than most maps in Garry's mod. I'm not even sure how the creator made this map possible, but I guess there's more to source than what I thought. Crossing this bridge is... whoa. Whoa! Something's pushing me! The wind is incredibly treacherous, as you can see by the movement of the ropes, so definitely watch your step. That is a really cool addition though. I didn't think there was going to be anything like that on this map. So although we have crossed the treacherous bridge, there is even more dangers that await. For this rickety platform has many holes in it, and what lies beyond just scares me to death. But I'll be damned if I let a few rickety boards get in the way of me reaching the peak. So at first, it's not too bad until you get to here and, well, that looks like death. So I'm going to tread carefully here. Jumping only when I need to because, oh no. Like I said, my parkour skills are not the greatest. It's been a while since I played Minecraft, I'm gonna be straight with y'all. It doesn't appear to be all that bad though. These little slits don't appear to have you fall, and as long as you jump and crouch, you should be okay. I will say though that this platform has definitely seen some better days, that's for sure. Alright, that wasn't really all that bad. But now we enter this, and I was really afraid of this because we have to rely on jumping on rocks. Okay, thankfully we do have these wooden steps, although awkwardly placed, it adds to the charm of the mountain. Alright, sorry guys, the HDR was kind of distracting and really kind of ruining the mood, so I went ahead and turned it off. This last jump is going to be a little tricky. There we go. Okay. It appears we have a broken bridge here. That's not good. But it's not going to stop me from getting to the peak. Uh-oh. A storm's brewing, it looks like. Or that's just a weird issue with the camera. Alright, well, just ignore that. Alright, almost there, and already, guys, the cloud top is drawing ever closer. However, it is here that not only does the terrain start to change, but even the weather as it begins to lightly snow. And, well, snow there is. Plenty of it. What lies beyond the snow is something that I really don't want to have to do, but we have to anyway, because I have a mission. Also, really cool these rocks are colored this way. And when you're playing a map like this, again, it's all about the journey. Enjoy the ride as you go. Why are we climbing a mountain in Garry's mod? I don't know. That's just what we do on this channel. But look at this, guys. That is the cloud line. It is now snowing. It looks beautiful. And this is what I was afraid of. Because if there's any wind, which there might be, that's a steep drop-off. But hey, check it out. We can see where we began. Right there. Alright, we must move forward. Oh no. Okay. And just like that, we are now beyond the first cloud layer. But we do have a bit more parkour to go through. But going beyond, we find a foreboding sign. And a very bony looking friend. We will definitely check out his lair as we traverse through this mountain. And then what lies beyond that is a very rickety looking ladder. Alright guys, here it is. So, we have a skull and crossbones, not looking good. Our homie here, he ain't no green boots, but I'm sure he'll do. Going into the cave, we can see this must have been his domain, and you can hear some really nice guitar music. It looks like one of his buddies got a little too close to the fire, and also, none of these beers have been drank. Ugh, that's specular. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, what is this? A blood trail leading into a cave. Well, it's hard to say what killed these guys. But there's apparently been a lot more than just these three. Really cool stuff. I love little things like this. I don't know what these people were doing or how they got a TV or a fridge or a couch up this giant mountain. But we must continue forward because we cannot die at the same place that they once did. Oh, and also, if you go a bit beyond the ladder, look at this. We have a friend. And apparently a hole in the map. Alright, let's climb this ladder. We've been wasting too much time. Now, although it looks like we are right at the peak, there is many more mountain to go through. And we shall do so by climbing these ladders. Now, thankfully, as the mountain does get more narrow the higher up we go, it means we don't have to cover as much ground. And with all these ladders in place, it's not really going to be that difficult to get all the way to the peak. Alright, let's do this shit. These ladders are nothing. We climb this super speed, and again, it's a good time to sit here and reflect on our journey. Our journey up the mountaintop. Really is kind of amazing that this map was made. I didn't even think you could actually get this high in a Source game. Don't take that out of context, please. But I digress. There's even frost on this ladder. That's so cool. We get some icicles to really emphasize the frigid nature of this mountain. And just like that, we have ascended beyond the throat of the world, and here we are at the top. Now, something that's really cool is it appears that the top of this mountain is an old galleon ship, because we can see the tip of the ship right here. Pretty cool stuff, unless it's just a log, in which case, yeah, it's probably just a log. But we get awarded with a beautiful house, a cabin, nesting perfectly atop the hill, with plenty of things to keep us busy, like a door, and another door. And this is the teleporter that we were at when we went through it the first time. And that's pretty much it, guys. Now, this map is so big that areas at the bottom of the map won't even render in depending on your camera angle. That's pretty incredible. This might even be the theoretical limit to what a Garry's Mod map can be. And I gotta say, thank you so much to the creator of this map. This was such a fun experience, and it was a nice journey. I hope you guys liked walking along the mountainside with me. But now we must go where no man has gone before. Or maybe many have, and I'll join them. Links will be in the description, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this until the end. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until next time, thanks for watching, and farewell.